friends, what is up and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title of today's video, I thought I would sit down and just have, well, not sit down, but vlog with you guys a Sunday in my life, or what would be considered a relaxing day for me. I don't normally have days like this. I feel like maybe Saturdays can kind of be considered that, but if you're like me, I work full-time Monday through Friday, so a lot of the things that I need to get done do fall on the weekend, unfortunately. So like shopping, cleaning, that kind of stuff. So I haven't really had any time to truly decompress. I started a new job at the beginning of quarantine, so I've just been kind of really stressed out recently with just like learning my new job, and there's so many different parts of my new job and quarantine, and I've been considered essential the entire time except for 2 weeks that we were given paid leave for to just kind of figure out what our company wanted to do. But other than that, I have been working the whole time. So I haven't really had any time to decompress. And so on the weekends, normally Sundays are like my filming days. Today is Sunday. I've decided to not film a traditional video and just kind of spend the day with you guys and hang out with you, because yesterday was a very, it was definitely relaxing, but we did do a lot of stuff. Like we went to the park, we got lunch, we got coffee, you know, we like hung out. We watched all of season 3 of Stranger Things. Rocco has finally seen the entire show. I've seen it a couple of times, but it was definitely very relaxing, but I didn't really want to vlog that day. I just wanted to kind of be in the moment. Like I didn't vlog it at all. And so my goal for today is to just kind of show you guys what I do on a day where I do try to relax, or a day where I try to get ready to minimize the stress for the following week. So it's going to be a little bit of cleaning, a little bit of meal prep, some of my planner stuff for the week. I got a new planner that I'm really excited to like crack into. But yeah, I just thought it'd be fun to kind of show you guys. The first thing that I do on a day where I want to have a little bit of extra self-care, or I'm feeling kind of sluggish or kind of run down a little bit from the past week, is I will actually get ready. So I was going to curl my hair today. I'm not going to, because I actually need to wash it tonight, but I am going to like dry shampoo it. As you can tell, I did put makeup on this morning. I feel like putting yourself together just a little bit definitely helps, and I think that's really good advice for those of us who are at home. Like I am not currently, you know, I'm considered essential, so I'm still at work, but if you're at home and maybe you're working from home, or you're unfortunately not working at all right now, I think getting ready as if you were is really good advice. And I can't remember where I heard that from, but getting out of your pajamas, or doing your hair, or doing your makeup, or making sure you're taking a shower, like whatever it is, like treating the day as if you were in a way going back to work. If you've been really set and feeling very sluggish and feeling very lost recently, I think that's super helpful. So today when I did get up, I did put on a little bit of makeup. I'm about to load my hair up with dry shampoo. This is hands down, this is kind of random, this is the best dry shampoo I've ever used. It is by SGX NYC, and it's the Happy Place, so it's light and fresh coconut scent. I love dry shampoo. I wash my hair like once a week. I just don't have time, and I have super thick hair and it takes 2 days to dry anyway. So when I do wash my hair, it's like a Sunday night. So tonight I'm gonna wash it, which is why I didn't end up, I was gonna curl it, but that's why I didn't end up curling it. But I just try to kind of put myself together, like I said, as though I am going to work, or as though I do have things that I need to get done. So I don't really know exactly what the day is going to have with it, but I hope you guys enjoy this video and enjoy hanging out with me. This is a very highly requested video, just to see kind of like what a day with me is like when I am relaxing. I have to say though that I'm definitely one of those people who doesn't really have super relaxing days. I'm pretty much go all of the time, whether it's like I'm working or I'm working on something. You know, I have like the readathon that's coming up, and it's like every time I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start taking on less and relaxing a little bit more, I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna do a readathon, or I'm gonna, you know, like recently I restarted my island in Animal Crossing. Like you don't have time just to do any of that, but you're doing it anyway. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know down below your favorite way to decompress, or your favorite thing to do on a lazy, more relaxing day for you. But yeah, we'll see what the day has for us, but I'll see you guys in a little bit. laundry, or I'm in the middle of doing laundry, but I thought I'd sit down and answer a couple of questions from Twitter. I haven't really waited that long for them to come through, so I do have a few I can answer, but I thought this would make doing laundry go by quicker because it's not my favorite thing to do. So the first one is, do you still do Read, Rate, Review? So Read, Rate, Review is now the bi-monthly book club. It's a book club that G started, oh God, like a year ago. I think we've been doing it for about a year now. And as you guys noticed, she said, I haven't seen you at the last couple. So I still participate in that I am in the group chat and like talking to people and always have the intent to be on the live streams. But unfortunately, I just have not been in a slump, but I've definitely been in the mood to read just whatever I want to read when I want to read it. So it makes it really complicated to have the desire to read basically the books that we're reading for the book club. I feel like for me, and there's nothing wrong with this because we all vote on our books, we put up our book choices, you guys vote on the books, you know, that kind of thing. But I feel like the last couple of months, or the last couple of times we've done it, they have been really popular books, and they've been also at the same time semi-controversial books in the sense of they're very polarizing for people. It's either people really love them or really hate them, and everyone has an opinion about them. And a lot of the times it has been YA, and I don't really enjoy YA right now. It's just nothing against the genre, obviously, I just haven't really been enjoying it. So it's been kind of hard to want to read the books. I have been reading, I don't want to say more niche stuff, but I feel like I've been reading stuff that you don't really hear about recently. So wanting to be a part of that book club has been kind of hard. But I love the people in it. I love every single person that we do the club with. I love being able to talk to people. And that's another reason why I think I've been kind of struggling with doing it as well. The people in the club, like I'm in America, so my time zone is very different, and obviously they're all in the UK. Some of them even get to hang out together, which I think is awesome. But I have been feeling, and I voiced this to G, really kind of left out because I don't know, like I feel like because I'm on a different time zone and I feel like I don't really get to talk to people as much as I'd like to, and I don't get to, you know, see anybody because, I mean, pre-quarantine, they got to hang out and like do stuff. And I started to feel like they were friends. Like they were better friends than I guess I felt like I was with them. And that sucks because G and I have been really good friends for the last 2 years. Like I consider her one of my best friends. So it was like, I don't know, it kind of sucked to feel kind of excluded, and that's not because anyone was doing anything. It was literally just my depression speaking. I was making myself kind of feel like that. So I haven't been doing it. I had every intention of doing the most recent one, or the one that's coming up, but I'm having trouble getting a copy of the book, and finances are really weird, so I probably won't be doing it, but I'm hoping the one after this most recent one I will be there for. It's weird to feel semi-excluded too, because I know a couple of other people in the group have been feeling like that, and once we all started talking about it, it's like you realize that people are kind of just in a way making themselves feel like that. Like I know that I'm doing that to myself. Like I'm, you know, feeling excluded, but at the same time, like I'm afraid to reach out to people as well. So it's not like, I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not saying anyone like that I was being mistreated or ignored or whatever. Like that's not what's happening. It was just really very much so my depression making me feel like I shouldn't be around other people. So now I haven't been doing it, unfortunately. The next one is, if you could have any animal, mystical or real, what would it be? That's kind of hard because when I answer this question, I always want to answer it in a way that makes sense. Like, I wouldn't want a fucking dragon because it would burn down my house, but I guess something like, I don't know, like, I guess if I could train an animal and make it like love me and not want to eat me or other people, I would go with like a lion or a tiger, because I really like big cats. I think cats in general are awesome. I'm definitely more of a dog person, but I do like big cats, like, you know, like I said, like lions and tigers. But I don't know if I could have any, like if I had a mystical animal, I guess I would have like a griffin or something like that. Or maybe like a hippogriff from Harry Potter, if you guys know what those are. They're like a bird-horse amalgamation. I like those too. But I mean, don't know, that question's always been kind of weird to me, because it's like, okay, well, do you answer it realistically? Like, you wouldn't want a dragon in your backyard. Like, where are you going to keep a dragon? But also, like, who doesn't want a fucking dragon? The next one is, would you like to have a farm with a ton of animals? So this is actually a funny story, but yes, I would. Rocco and I have been talking about how we love nature and like being out in nature and like being in the middle of nowhere, like away from people. As much as we enjoy like our city and like the overall vibe of it, like having a lot of people around us, we would very much so like to basically live in the middle of nowhere. And to do that where we are, you'd have to live on a farm. But we're wanting to start some kind of business, and I don't necessarily know like what that's gonna look like, if that's a realistic goal, if that will ever happen, whatever. But one of the things that we were talking about, would the business that we want to start involve a farm? And it's not like your traditional like farming, like we're not gonna like, you know, grow fucking potatoes or whatever. But we wanted to do something akin to like people who are coming out of drug addiction, or people who are from, you know, are doing recovery from living in like abusive homes, or who have really shitty, you know, parents, or like have like bad lives, basically, like people who've been through some stuff. We wanted to have, and I'm sure you guys have heard of things similar to this, where they bring like service animals into cancer patients, or, you know, into, they say like people going through drug addiction, you know, that are going through cancer, that are going through like PTSD and stuff, like having animals around is super helpful. So our idea was to open up some kind of farm where people could come and have a responsibility where they assist taking care of animals. So that can be like normal farm animals like cows and chickens and things like that. And obviously we could sell the goods from those kinds of animals, but also having like lots of dogs and cats and, you know, ducks and other things that people can feel like they're taking care of something, as well as getting to connect with an animal. Like, you know, maybe somebody really fucking likes a pig and gets super connected to this pig and taking care of this pig, and it gives their life some kind of meaning. Or like for me, I find animals very comforting, and Rocco and I have been talking about getting a dog, and there's no like real time frame for that, because obviously we live separately and we both live in apartments. And the kind of dog that we want to get, I'll put a picture here, is this, it's the Target dog, but it needs more room to like be free. And we're definitely considering that when it comes to like getting it. But you know, if we had a farm, we could get like as many animals as we want. And as somebody who definitely feels better and more connected with animals around, I thought that would be a really great idea. So we've been kind of like talking about that on and off for a while. We definitely want to start some kind of business, and we definitely at some point do want to live on a lot of land, like on a farm on a lot of land. But what that looks like for us, I have no idea. And that's just one of the many ideas that we've had. We definitely are of the mindset of like working for ourselves as opposed to necessarily always working for other people. So I think eventually something like that will happen. And I do definitely think that it will involve land, and it will involve lots of animals, because that's like what we bonded over, was like nature documentaries and animals and stuff. Next one is, this might be the last one. What plant is high on your wish list? I am almost done with the laundry, so this will probably be the last one. Plant that is high on my wish list. I have so many. I don't know the technical names for them, so I'll kind of put them on the screen for you. I used to have a plant that looked like this, and it was one of my favorites. And I thought that it was dying, because these fucking plants are basically unkillable. Like, it is very hard to kill them. But I loved it. I thought it was one of the most beautiful plants I've ever had. But one of the leaves started drooping, and because it started drooping, I was like, oh my god, like, it's dying. And here's the thing, like, my roommate and I, well, my roommate really keeps our apartment super cold, and the types of plants that I like and the types of plants that I have, it kills them. So when we moved in together in January, and it was during a polar vortex here in Ohio. So it like the move alone really affected my plants. And then moving into a really cold environment, they don't thrive. They basically just die. And it's really unfortunate, because I want him to be comfortable and I want to be comfortable. Like, I tend to like a colder environment as well, but it's just ruining my plants. Like, I can't keep them alive, and I don't have the heart to be like, well, they're dying because we keep the apartment so cold, because I don't want him to be miserable. I have some cactuses right now that are doing really well. and I am really happy that they are because I really like cactuses as well. I like these kind because they're really fuzzy and pretty, and then I also like these kind because they bloom and they're fucking gorgeous. Like I love those kinds of cactuses. I don't like the normal traditional kind all the time. And then a couple of other plants that I would like. One that looks like this, but I have heard that this plant is super poisonous to cats, and obviously like I have a cat, Rocco has a cat. My cat doesn't eat plants, but I don't necessarily know, like his cat has gone for some of his poisonous plants that he has, and so like that really worries me that like later on if we do get, you know, more plants like that, she's just gonna end up hurting herself. So I'm like afraid to get a plant like this because I just know that she'd go after it. I have this kind of plant and I love it. I got a new one because once again the cold for moving and the cold in my apartment has just continued to kill it over and over again. Like it's been wilting, and it's one of those plants that you barely have to water. You basically just have to water it when it starts to droop a little bit, but it just will, it's not thriving anymore. And I got a new one and I'm worried because it's starting to wilt again, even though I'm not underwatering or overwatering it. So I think I'm gonna bring it over here to Rocco's house to keep it from dying, because I'm like investing money in plants and like my apartment's just killing them, unfortunately. So that really sucks, but I really like these plants because like I said, they're very resilient. You hardly have to water them, and they are really responsive, so you can kind of tell when you do and don't need to water them, and they get really beautiful. And this is what my old plant used to look like back before I moved, and now it has like one or two like very short vines on it, so it's really sad. There's so many plants that I want. I'm not really into like flowery plants, like plants that have flowers on them. I'm definitely more of like an indoor kind of plant person, and I don't really necessarily know like what's what, but I do really like plants, so it's kind of sad that like my current environment doesn't really make it so that I can have them. But that's gonna be it for questions. I'm gonna put my laundry away and then finish up some other stuff. I always clean before I like relax. Like I'm one of those people that likes to have a clean environment. So I just cleaned the kitchen. I'm doing laundry right now once this gets put away, and then I'll probably sweep and maybe mop and then relax and like actually just like enjoy the day. I do still need to put my planner together as well. I don't know if you guys want to see that, but that's definitely something that I'll probably include in this. So I'll see you guys in a little while. have hit my favorite part of a day like today, and that is the planning part. And I know a lot of people are like, well, planning my week isn't relaxing. That's like something you do on a day where you have to do things. And I'm here to tell you that it's not true. I'm sorry if you can hear the dishwasher. We are in the kitchen. But I got this new planner. It is by Wild House Paper. They are out in California. If you saw my Instagram, you will have seen me post about them. But they made this really simple planner that is just daily, and then it says like meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then self-care, movement, and hydration appear in the corner of each day. I really like that because it's really open-ended. It doesn't seem too harsh or like go in detail of what you ate or like work out for an hour, or, you know, it's like very open, and I like that. The reason why I enjoy doing something like this on a like self-care or lazy day is because it always sets me up really great for the following week, and that makes me feel a lot calmer and gets me in a good headspace. I'm definitely one of those people, like if I can't sleep or I have a lot to do, I sit down and make a list of things that maybe I need to get done over the following week or the next day so that I can just be done with it and know that I won't forget about it and I will get it done the following day. So I love planning. It's one of my favorite things. Normally, I will sync it to my phone, but recently I haven't been doing that because I do have a Fitbit, and anytime I put anything in my calendar, it goes off on my phone constantly, and then it goes off on my Fitbit, and that's really annoying. I find that more of a distraction than a help. I don't like notifications like that. I like knowing that eventually I will go back to my planner and remember what I need to do. I find having shit on my phone isn't actually helpful to me. So that's what I'm getting ready to do, and then I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna play Animal Crossing, I'm gonna finish my audiobook, and it's like 2 p.m. now, so I have plenty of time in the rest of the day to just like sporadically do laundry, which is what's happening right now, and then the rest of it I can just like chill and actually be lazy. So I'm gonna get to finish planning, and then I'm gonna go be lazy. So see you guys in a little bit. So I'm sat down to edit this video and I realized that I never actually closed it out. I got into playing Animal Crossing and then Rocco came home and we went and got dinner. So I'm finally closing this Sunday vlog with me, even though it is currently Monday. But the fact that I forgot to close it really does speak to the fact that that is an epic lazy Sunday for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If there are any other videos that you would like to see from me, let me know down below. But I love you and I will see you in the next one. Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title of today's video, we're going to be filming a haul. I have already filmed this video a couple of times, and the reason why I have restarted it is because I don't think I'm speaking eloquently enough. I don't think I'm struggling with this issue that I have about not wanting to know too much about books and then therefore buying books blindly. And then when I talk